Hello everyone, Cutest here, and welcome back to our pYanodon's Season 3 playthrough. I don't know why I'm sing-songy today. I've got my coffee, it's a good day. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I am excited to get rolling here. So, the first thing I want to do is... I don't even know. I mean, I want to clean up all these dump chests, but that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. That'll probably wait till we have logistic spots. But I'll move them into the same spot. How about that? So we've got Nexalit and Nickel needing to be acquired. Nexalit is going to require Digasauruses. And where is the Nexalit? Nexalit is in a few places. Probably this one. What we'll go with. I could do the north one as well, but that seems further to me. In fact, I'm just confident it is further. And then Nickel is right next to our base. So that won't be too bad. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start with Nickel because we need to wait for the DNA samples to build up. And nickel ore requires something. That's not nickel. Where's just the nickel ore itself? Am I missing it? Yeah, there it is. Not reserves. Okay, so we need syngas. Specifically. Which is tricky because... I'm fresh out of syngas and gasoline. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. We just got tons of aromatics chilling here, or aromatics, acetylene chilling here. Here, idea time. Idea time with Crydex. Let's put some storage here for our acetylene. And then that will increase our coke usage, which will increase our gasoline and syngas production. But what I'd rather do, if I can find the network I'm looking for this network. That network goes... Where does it go? Oh, that's creosote. So our fueling network stops here. Okay, this is where it goes. This is our fueling network. And yeah, this doesn't go anywhere near that, unfortunately. Because what I'm thinking is we could put acetylene into the fueling network. Because acetylene is it's actually the best fuel. A lot of players I know for a fact use just acetylene for their fueling network, and they just produce large amounts of acetylene. So what I think I'm going to do is pipe this up to the, I don't know, we'll just kind of keep going along this coke line. Yes, I did say line of coke. Ha ha ha. And then we'll come over and we'll fill... Don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet. That is to be determined. But I guess we'll have to go down a square. I'm so happy about new pipes not being sloshy. I think I've warmed up to the new pipe system more than I thought I would. Even in the FFF reviews that we were doing, I was definitely like accepting of the new system, but I was saying there were downsides too, which is that pipes don't actually slosh around anymore, and they're not like, there's something I'll miss about the real system. And I do still feel that way. Like, I do still miss some things, but I miss them less than I thought I would. So the downsides are a little smaller than I thought they were, and the upsides are just continuing to be really nice. Now, what am I gonna do? So, what I really want is a central measurement system that, like, decides which fuel to put in. Because we need syngas to be provided to the fueling system. Probably never. It's only 400 kilojoules. I should probably just give up on syngas being pumped in. And we'll just use a mixture of gasoline and acetylene. Honestly, that's what I'm gonna do. If gasoline runs out, we'll use acetylene. So that just means I need a pump. No, an overflow valve, which is also a pump. Here. Force build that with bots. And then that should work. Gasoline never empties out. Ooh. Why is gasoline not emptying out? Because there's not enough buildings running. You know? That's interesting. So, oh, okay. So what we need is now a connection here to make sure we're not trying to pump gasoline if it's totally empty. Because that'll slow it down too much and then this sort of thing can happen. So if we do gasoline is greater than 2000, then it will be full enough to pump gasoline quickly into the network here. But, you know, when this thing is basically empty, we were running into the problem where the pumping speed was slow because this pipe network was so empty, but that was just keeping this full enough to prevent something else from coming in. So by cutting this off, I mean, I could probably even do 1000 would be fine. By cutting this off at 1000, that keeps us at least 3% full, roughly. Maybe 3.5% full. And now acetylene is only overflowing, so we keep a lot of acetylene back for doing things like mining lead and titanium. And whatever else we want to do with acetylene. But this thing is causing us to not, because we're using an overflow pipe, you know, we're not going to be getting rid of all of our acetylene. And now syngas is totally freed up and has no outputs. So that's going to be, oh, I guess it does have the output of plastic. Okay. Speaking of plastic, how's that going? It is backing up ever so slowly. And our antimony oxide is woefully short on antimony. Is that because I'm not getting enough ore? 8 ore per second? No, something's not adding up. Oh, there's where all my fluid fuel's going, by the way. Oh, that, okay. Never mind. So until we just, yeah, this was not 8 ore per second. This was running on the gasoline. But now we have acetylene. And now things are grooving. Okay, so now we need to move syngas down. You know I said I wasn't interested in pipe weaving, but seeing the width of this pipe bus, I'm wondering if pipe weaving wouldn't be so crazy. I'm wondering if pipe weaving wouldn't be so crazy. Okay, we'll get this connected up to syngas. Let's see. And it doesn't need an overflow, I don't think. In fact, do I want plastic to have the same priority? I'm running out of aromatics, by the way. This was set to make 43 aromatics. And my acetylene is set to consume 25. Where else is aromatics going? Fluids. We're certainly consuming plenty. What's consuming it again? Why can I not remember? Oh, is it mining something? It's mining something, right? Mining zinc. Yeah, it's only 4 a piece though, but all of those together is 24. So that is a little bit more aromatics than we're making, I guess. By the way, how's wood? Wood production is finally looking good. That feels nice. All right, anyway, back to syngas. We need the syngas. Now, I don't love using acetylene when gasoline eventually is going to be backing up. So I actually want... Can you control these valves with wires? We can. This is almost certainly a wire connection I'm going to accidentally destroy at some point. But, you know, I could use a radar now that we're talking about it. Anyway, I want the... I want the acetylene pump to stop running if gasoline... Because we have an overflow at 90. Should have been at 90. All these should be at 90. What's 90% of 27,000? Why is it 27,000 and not 30,000? We've got 0.9 times 27, 243. Well, 224.3. So then this guy... Oh, no. Wait, what? You can't configure it. I thought you could. What's the point of being able to wire up a valve if you can't do anything with the wire? Does it read? Does it send a signal? It does. It sends the signal of the fullness of the pipe, I guess. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna need a two-pronged approach here. So we overflow past 80, and then we only pump acetylene if gasoline is less than 20,000. So once we have 20,000 gas, we stop putting in the acetylene. And then we'll drain out the acetylene. And that way we're using the gasoline. The reason this is important is if I'm constantly using acetylene and dumping gasoline, I'm using way more coke than I need to be on fluid fuel. And I'd like to have that coke available for other things. right? Coke does a lot of good stuff in the base. Coke is needed. So I don't just want to use it for no reason. So that makes it so that we're not wasting the gasoline. Now what we are wasting still is the syngas, but that's a smaller percentage of what we're producing. If we look at this, you know, we've got about 80 megawatts of gasoline and only, what would this be? 40? Well, the syngas is actually a decent amount of fuel. I don't think I realized how much fuel the syngas was. And the acetylene we're producing is 200 megawatts though, minus the amount I need for mining. And that's producing off of less coke than this is making. So between the gasoline and the acetylene, the syngas is a small fraction. We could even use the hydrogen, though that's even smaller. 1.4 megawatts of hydrogen. Anyway, let's connect this up to the nickel patch. So nickel is down here. And I'm here, so we need to squiggle it over and down. Something like that. I'm very excited for trains. Have I mentioned that? We're still a long way from trains. Have I mentioned that? But someday. You know, I'm just gonna do this because I think it's cleaner. And then we'll follow the acetylene brick road. Uh-oh. We gotta dodge the water. And then keep going. Okay. And then there we go, there's syngas. And I mean, this is pretty simple. Nickel is just the fluid mining drill. You know what? I just got a big sad. You wanna know what I just did? I just tried to Alt and scroll wheel to change this to a Mark II fluid mining drill. And that doesn't work. And that gives me a big sad. Because imagine, I said this on the podcast, I don't know if I've talked about it here. I'm not a huge fan of quality in Space Age. Just as a mechanic, I think it fails on a couple axes, or at least doesn't do great on a couple axes. One of them is it bloats the game horribly. Why are there 5 different actual items for every single item in the game? Like, it just, the amount of, you know, there's already this many items, and now all of these items have 5 different versions of themselves that don't stack. They can't intermix in chests. They can't intermix in filters with inserting. So, I mean, you have a couple ways, but like you can't intermix them with space logistics. So it's like quality doesn't work well with space logistics and space platforms. It's just, in my opinion, it's not great. There's a few other reasons I don't love it. I'm not going to get into all that. Anyway, the main point I'm making now is what about, I need small parts, I need engines. And I know there are answers to this question, but I still think it's a good question to ask. What about quality could not have been done by just adding, I'm gonna turn this into a square. Adding more tiers of very specific things. Wow, that's... is it the same texture? No, it's not exactly the same, but it's very close. Anyway, what about quality could not have been done? Like, what does quality accomplish that adding more tiers of assemblers, maybe beacons, maybe modules, you know, maybe a second tier of the unique buildings from each planet, maybe a second tier of another tier of inserters, you know, if you want to be a little faster than, you know, or when I say second tier, I mean like, you know, there's stack inserter 2, and then there's like bulk inserter 2. Things like that. You could have done that instead of quality. Because all quality, I mean, quality makes everything better. So you would have had to have added quite a few tiers of different things if you wanted to cover all the same bases. But at the same time, my question stands, like, might that not have been a more elegant design? And, you know, the obvious answer is, well, the nice thing about quality is that you don't need new ingredients for things. You don't need new recipes. You're just using the same recipes, but you're spending way more of the item, you know, and that's the pull of quality. And, like, yeah, that's true. Okay, now we're missing burner mining drills. That's fine. How many am I making? This is 6. I think 8 is good. All right, I need more pipes. So anyway, like I said, I know there are answers to that question, but I still think it's a good question to ask because that obviously would be more elegant to just have a few more tiers of buildings and not 5 of every single item type. Like, it's such a bulky, it feels like a ham-handed solution. It feels like a really, it feels like you're taking a hammer to a glass wristwatch, you know, where it's like, this needs delicate touch to get it just right. Because I do think the problem of we don't have powerful enough assemblies and inserters and weaponry and tanks, you know, grid sizes. Like, there's lots of things that quality touches, or even power poles affecting a bigger area. Like, those are all nice things. I don't think all of them are necessary. I think you could have cut some of them and I don't think players would have complained. But at the same time, there are a lot of problems that quality is solving, which is like, we needed better stuff for the late game. So I hear that. Anyway, my point is, all of this is to say, if they had instead gone with that idea, where they added more tiers of buildings, they could have added the alt scroll wheel. They could have added like game engine support for multiple tiers of buildings. And then they could have had a hotkey like alt plus scroll wheel that scrolls amongst the different tiers of buildings. That's really how that whole rant started. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I didn't expect it to take that long. I mean, I kind of want to go to the edge, but yeah, this is fine. I mean, that one at the bottom only has 56k, but that'll still last a while. All right, and then we need this guy. Rotate that around a bit. Are you kidding me? We were so close. I mean, that's fine. Just pop a pump over here or something. Oh, that's not close enough. And then, let's see, where? Power down here, I guess. Boom! Nickel ore. Nickelodeon. Alright, nickel ore. Oh yeah, there's that. Oh my god, don't. Oh no, I just remembered about cobalt extract. Oh god. Ugh, barf. I'm ignoring cobalt extract for now. Okay, how do I make nickel plates? So there is no basic nickel either. There's only nickel grade 1. Or processing stage 1. There's no stage 0. I think there used to be a stage 0 for a lot of ores and they removed some of them. Okay, so anyway, so that means we need a set of jaw crushers. Okay. Now, do I want to go all the way up to here to process nickel? I think so. I think we'll go over, and then we'll follow this one, and then we'll do nickel. Because I do plan to have the, I do plan to have that same smelting situation providing for my train base. Eventually. I don't think I have enough belts. I'm gonna grab some more real quick. While I'm here shopping. Alright, so nickel comes all the way up. Why would I do that? I'll keep it spaced out by 1 because it already was. Maybe someday I'll put something in between them. Maybe I won't. Alright, and then this goes past the titanium block. Now, we've determined point to point is 44. So this goes 44. And then over by 100. Delete that one. And then this is our nickel zone. Makes it sound like a Sonic the Hedgehog level. Nickel zone. All right, and we need jaw crushers, and I have no iron. Oh boy. Well, there's iron right over here. We'll be fine. All right, iron. I have no idea how many jaw crushers I need. I'm gonna imagine 4 is enough. Maybe it won't be. So we've got 4 jaw crushers. Crushing that nickel. That processes 6 nickel ore and 2/3, if that part matters. We're producing up to 4 ore. So this is another 200% mining time. Joy. Oh, the joys of 200% mining time. So we got, what, 2 inserters in? 3 apiece? Wow. So that's already too many jaw crushers for how many miners I have. That's crazy. All right, and then the output is decidedly less. Total of 1 inserter only is needed. And then we need power. Get that all connected up. Perfect. All right. And then we'll need the fuel, which we already have over here. I almost feel like I should have another fuel belt coming alongside the right side. But I think I will risk... Let us risk a little more light. I will risk this. This is the worst type of intersection because there's nothing you can do to make it not have like there's no way to just use undergrounds to keep all this in line. You know, you have to do something like this, or you have to make that one poke out one too far. I think I like this version better, but it always bums me out. Alright, bring the fuel in that way. mean, that's pretty much it. We just need stone disposal. And ore removal, or ore smelting. Not removal. It will be removed in the form of becoming plates. And then this will mergify. And then we need some furnaces. Are you guys having a good day? I hope you're having a good day. Let me know in the comments. I do feel like YouTube comment interaction is far less than Twitch, which makes sense. But, you know, I need to interact asynchronously with y'all more often, I think. So let me know how your day's going. Asynchronously. I think this does it, right? That's all we need to do. Yeah, and then we'll get ash. I also have no idea if this is enough. That can handle 0.8. So it's not enough quite. Let's do another 2 chunks. And then I'm gonna hold on. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go ash left. And then merge that in. I guess since it's all on one side anyway, I can just do that. All right, so there's nickel. One more. No! What did I just do? I feel like I did something bad. But I don't think I actually did. Yeah, no, we're fine. But this is gonna continue causing problems, I just realized. Well, it's because I have an extra line here that I just ignored the whole time. So really, this should be nickel. And that line should stay empty. Because I'm never gonna have room for that. Wait, no, but I do have room for that down here. What's going on here? Also, is there supposed to be ash on that belt? No, sir, there is not. Whoops. Uh-oh. Stop. Stop the presses. What did I do? I did break something. How is ash? 'Cause I'm just that dumb sometimes. I literally was like, I'll put ash and stone on the same belt, and then I'll sort out the ash so it can go join with the ash belt, and then I just literally didn't do that. Wow. Whew, boy. You know, takes all kinds to run a Factorio base. Alright, well that should fix that. I've got a lot of stone pickup to do though. Because that ain't good if we got ash on here. Craft a few stone furnaces. with all this stone. I think I might have gotten most of it. Is there any in this chunk? All right, I'm glad we caught that when we did, because that could have been a lot worse. But that seems to be doing just fine now. All right, and then we got nickel. Yeah, so hold on. I've confused myself. So titanium, and so we go from 3 belts to 3 belts. How is this? So why do I need a 4th belt here? This is what I think I want to remove. And it's going to be done by doing this. And then that. And then, or maybe even this. Now that should give, okay, hold on, yeah, we'll get there, So we'll do that. We'll do this one, goes a couple tiles more. Side loads, and then that lets gravel do one of these, which then lets whatever this one is hop over. Okay, there we go. Like, I knew there was a way to do this, because if you start in 3 and end in 3, you shouldn't have to, you know, make it so that you can't have a 4th. All right, so then that undoes my undoing of this, and we can have it here. And then nickel can go with whatever the next metal is. Into our storage zone, which is another Sonic the Hedgehog world. And then nickel will go right, so whatever we put on the other side goes the other direction. Yeah, feeling good in the neighborhood. We'll just copy that. I don't have loaders, so we need to craft a couple. And there you have it. Bada bing, bada boom. Nickel. Nickel done, and now we need Nexalit. Okay, I got scared about lead for a moment, but we are okay on lead. That being said, though, are we? I mean, we're getting 4 a second. We're doing lead stage 0. I could add a couple more mining drills very easily. We have plenty of acetylene. So that's always an option. Anyway, let's go check our Earth DNA samples, because we need them for Digosauruses, along with moss gene samples. I also think, is it worth it to automate those? Caravan, Digosaurus, Vrauk, Crawdad, Nuclear Caravan. Well, we need them for cDNA, so they'll have to be automated for that. But that's cDNA is a whole mess and a half, isn't it? But even just for some one-time things, I think I want to automate. So moss gene sample is Petri and moss. Where are those things? We don't have enough moss for that. Good news is I could... Wow, I also just happened to be holding a moss farm. That kind of surprised me. I have 3 more, Just chilling in my inventory. Cool. Cool, I guess. Okay, well there's a little bit more moss, 0.2 a second. And so this is a place I can make moss gene samples with basically no repercussions. I can even splitter on the thing, and then there's wood and moss right there. What if I did this, move that over, split this off, do a little bit of spaghetti, and et voila. Moss gene sample. You know, it could be good to not just assume that everything gets made in an assembler, because I need a gene lab. Classic. All right. That's a little bigger than an assembler. Gene lab. Alright. Oh, it fits though, just barely. Ever so gingerly. We'll place it right there. And then do that. And there we go. Moss gene samples are automated, and they stack to 100. So yeah, 300 feels like a good amount to store up for now. I don't know what kind of... How hungry are you for moss? You're very hungry for moss. So yeah, I don't want to make infinite of these. I don't have the moss to support it, nor do I have the petri dishes, I'm guessing. That thing running full time, if we get enough seaweed, which I do, and I get enough, okay, I actually did build that to run full time, but do I need those full time for these guys? I don't remember. The answer is yes. If I want full-time science, I don't have very many extra petri dishes. So, I'm happy with letting that stack up. And now... Okay, let me craft a dig site. Okay, that's that. And then... Digosauruses. I need the moss gene samples, generic earth DNA samples, and a bunch of saline water in a creature chamber. Okay, we already have the creature chamber. And the saline water. And this can be done anywhere that I have stone. So this is not a necessary location, it's just where it happens to be right now. So this is all kind of, I don't know, flexible. I have a lot of dump chests that are gonna be accumulating over here. And we need titanium, of all things. Generic earth DNA sample. Alright, let's go see if that's actually been functioning. The answer is... well, things still seem to be running. I have 13 of them, so yeah. We're out of science. Out of science? That seems weird. Did I get the ratio wrong? We need 15 science per 100 of other things. Because biosamples require... No, am I just an idiot? Oh my god, I'm just an idiot. No, 1 biosample is 1 of everything and 2 of titanium. So 10 of these things is only 10 of those plates and 20 titanium. So that means if I'm picking up 300 of the things that are 1, we need 400 science. No, 450 science. Whoops. Well, that explains that. This is bothersome. How are you supposed to do this? Real fast, I guess? Alright, you go grab more science. And I need to get ahead of you here. You don't have enough science. See, how are you supposed to do this? Just get lucky? I don't know, maybe. Because it doesn't seem like there's a way to overwrite a slot with another thing, and so there's a moment, you know, where it's unfiltered. I guess I could do it in another building and then paste it would be the way to do it. Anyway, let me go grab those gene samples. And I also don't need petri dishes, so let's ditch those. I probably should put the creature chamber next to one of those things. I should probably put it up here next to the whatchamacallit, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So I have a lot of chests with biomass in them, which can go with my bio crud, which can go with some ash. Make a dump chest out of you. All right, anyway. Oh, wait, LOL, I needed petri dishes. I didn't even like realize that. I just assumed I needed the product of petri dishes. But I need the petri dishes themselves as well. Is that true of all the recipes in the creature chamber? cDNA. Oh my god. Petri dish. I guess cDNA replaces petri dishes at some point. Alright, but there we go. Our first Digosaurus. Adorable dino coming right up. And is there enough for another one? No, we need more Earth DNA samples. Alright, and then the saline water is plenty fast enough, I assume. Actually, it's not. Which leads me to say that I would like a tank. No, I don't want that tank. I want this one. These ones are too tall. Just visually. These guys are a little bit more relaxed. Alright, so then that will get us our Digosaurus. So Nexalit is a little bit of a pain in the butt, because it's way over there, so we're gonna need power. Or do we need power? Yeah, consumes electricity. And then we're gonna need a caravan. Excuse me. Caravan to bring the food for the little dudes. And then at that point, if we've already got a caravan, should I just then caravan the ores back? Now there's an idea. Interesting. Yep. That's how we're gonna do it. Why belt Nexalit all the way across the world when I could use a caravan? And that should last us until we have trains. I don't think we're going to be mining that fast. So then that means all we need over there is power. So we are going to need a couple more caravan outposts. We're going to need one for pickup, one for drop off, and one for picking up because Digosauruses don't eat brains. They only eat does it tell me? No, and I can't just place one. Jerky, guts, and meat. So, meat is optimal. Well, worker food and such is optimal, but what's worker food? I don't remember is that green science? No, actually it's not. It is on this side of science, but you need a lot of stuff for it. We need skin and lard comes from rendering augs, and skin maybe as well. Yeah. So we'll need to do some aug rendering. Plus it's a bunch of other random stuff, and you need starch, which needs Ralasia seeds, and fiberboard, which is treated wood. Oh my gosh. This game, man. Alright, anyway, we're not doing workers' food anytime soon, but if I can utilize the meat, that would be optimal. So let's do a thing. Meat. I realize that this won't I assume this only has some limited effectiveness, but it should at least sort of work. And then we make sure there's some jerky. And then if we have meat, it'll fill those slots, but then that'll turn into jerky at some point. But then it should grab that jerky before this jerky because it comes first in the inventory, or does it pull from the back? I actually don't know. That could be important, because if it pulls from the back, we would want to put the more important things on this end, so when they become jerky, they get emptied first. I'm not exactly sure how that works. Anyway, our caravan will feed himself and fill up here. He'll do both. And then he'll go deliver to the Dinosaurs, and then he'll come all the way back to our Nexilite smelting, which might not need a whole area yet. Let's see, Nexilite plate. We've only got the one way to make it for now. So it's 3-to-1, and we just need basically one washer and one stone furnace per, and water, per 1 ore per second. I don't know how many ore per second we're going to be getting, but it's not going to be a lot. So at least for now, and this is the reason I'm not necessarily doing this yet, is because by the time I need more, I think I'll have trains. So I do think I'm gonna settle. I'm gonna skimp a little bit on the Nexilite smelting, and I'm just gonna put it over here with the alloy smelting. This will be for Nexilite ore. I'll need some washers. Yeah, why not start with 3? Yeah, we don't have fuel. We got fuel up there. Okay, we're fine. All right, and then yeah, I mean, now's the moment. We'll go down south, drive over to our new Nexalit patch. Get power over there. Ooh, power. Okay, good. I can make 100 power poles. Because we're gonna need them. Alright, where am I? Still further. Further south. No! I mean, I didn't even need that one. Funny enough. I kind of... It's so annoying when you're like up against a tree, but you're not accelerating, so you can't get the damage from accelerating. I think I'm just gonna go with extending this line for now. I know it doesn't perfectly line up, but I think it's cleaner. Come on, dudes. Yeah. Oh, come on. Come now, punch through that tree. Alright, and then power up. Well, here we are. Nexalit. So... Oh, they changed the ore. It looks really cool now. The alien fauna found a way to search and find it. Yes, they did. Alright, so we dig site. And then we radar. And then put that wherever. Oh, you know what? That should be a real radar. An exploratory radar. Alright, and then we need our caravan outpost. And then that's gonna have a few slots dedicated to meat. Maybe 3 for jerky. 3 for meat. Maybe 6 for jerky. And then the rest for Nexalit or raw Nexalit. And then I can just exchange like that. We can get up to 4 Digosauruses. And then finally, you want to give them... we need to bring back some more limestone. Where'd my car go? Oh, I picked it up. Let me go grab some more limestone. You want to give them a place to run, like a tile to run on, because it does improve their speed. Or at least it used to. I can't remember. I feel like it got changed and then it got changed back. Maybe? We'll find out. I think it makes them faster still, but we will test. And I probably should get the other caravan going as well. Where did I leave that stupid thing? I think I left it... Yeah, it's not here anymore. It's over with the new mall, I want to say. I'm gonna pick those up. Alright, yeah, it's with the new mall. Down here. There you are. All right. Next on the satisfactory. Why am I saying satisfactory? Oh, because it's on my Patreon supporter sheet. I meant to say next on the Patreon supporter list is Bulby. Bulby, thank you for your support. You shall be carrying Nexalit for us. All right, so you're gonna go here. You're gonna empty cargo. You're not gonna, well, this is tricky because he's carrying two types of cargo. So he's just gonna be running constantly, I think. So I may have to just see how fast he ends up being, because we need to fill cargo. No, sorry. We need to store food, and then we also need to, until caravan has. And we want to grab meat. 300 and jerky 300. What? Just, I don't know. I just got some sort of Windows error message. I think I hit the Windows key and a hotkey. So you do that, then you go all the way over to this one, and then you empty cargo. You don't wait, and then you fill cargo. No, here we can wait until caravan has raw Nexalit. Here we go. Now we're not wasting trips. Raw Nexalit of whatever, 24 slots. Stacks to 50, so 1,200. I will wait until that's fulfilled. And then we just keep looping around. Now, and then this. Okay, now here's a new question. Ooh. Will it empty? What? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I know you're not hearing my thoughts. What if? Can you empty until logs equals 0? If you already have logs, or is this only fill until? Because it just says until caravan has exactly in items, which implies it might be able to fill or empty to achieve that goal. So if I put logs in you and I say go do that, and you don't because you don't have any food, I'm wondering if this will work. Let's find out. Let's grab some joikey. And run back over here. Alright, so you have the food. Are you gonna dump? I mean, let's even call it 50 and just see what happens. Are you gonna dump it? Oh my god. Okay, that's beautiful. So it will actually dump or fill as needed, which is beautiful. So what I can do is, even though it has other things in its inventory, it can wait until it's emptied out all the raw Nexalit, even though it will have meat and jerky potentially. Perfect. Okay. So let's go to that caravan outpost, take the logs out of your inventory, and the Bulby should be getting us some Nexalit here. And then I needed to grab more limestone, and then we will call it an episode. You know what? I should also get more of the asphalt. Ooh, we've got 19. Uh-oh. Why is asphalt production so slow? Did I just grab some recently? Or did it stop for a while? It had a dip for a while, but it's back up to full speed here. What about limestone? Ooh, limestone's going strong. 106 a minute. All right, I'll grab some of the limestone, and I think it's just because I laid down a bunch of asphalt recently. And then get out of here with the car. Dodge our ship. Dodge the power poles. Oh, uh-oh. They're trying to build stuff. Well, that's not right. You just ruined our yin-yang. Silly bots. There we go. I mean, I know I told them to do it, so believe you me, I am the guilty party. Oh, I see our caravan on the map. We're gonna catch up because we're a lot faster. Though they're actually decently fast. They're 30 kilometers an hour. They're not kidding around. They're not kidding around. I mean, they're quite a bit faster than the player. Maybe not. I mean, I have walk speed bonuses, so they're probably about the same as the player. Here he goes! Yes! They're so cute! Oh my gosh. I can't even with their little hard hats. They're so adorable. Look at them go. I need to get a better picture where they're not looking down. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but dinos with hard hats, it doesn't get any better than this. All right, so anyway, I believe they go faster on the limestone. Oh yeah. Decreases their delay by a ton. So then we need this whole area from this power pole to one over from that power pole to this square to this square. All right. Get that all limestoned up. And then we should have Speedy Dino. Might as well go one extra tile. All right. And now we just need a few more Digosauruses to go a little faster. Why did Nexillet get into the food slot? That's problematic. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Blacklist on Nexillet here. I was assuming those slots wouldn't accept the wrong types of things, but it turns out they do. I'm curious if the mining happens because it's doing 2 at a time right now because we have meat, but if it was doing 1 at a time, would he be done sooner? Like, is he mining twice as fast, or is he just getting to carry 2 at a time per action? Like, if he had jerky, would he go out but then come back sooner because he only had to mine 1? I'm not exactly sure. I guess we could test it. pretty easily. Actually, less easily than I thought, because you can't split stacks like that. But let's feed them with jerky now and see. Does he go faster? Let's count the ticks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16. 15 or 16 little ticks of the mining pick. I actually don't think it's faster. Yeah, and that was 2. So yeah, meat actually doubles the mining speed, not just the amount of ores per trip. So meat is going, like if I run out of meat, I will have far less nexolite ore, is what I'm getting at here. Or it will come far slower, I should say. But yeah, there you go. There's your nexolite. It's not quite done. We'll finish it in the next episode, but our little Digosaur is rip-roaring, ready to go. And we'll get him a partner here, because I don't think one's going to be enough. We'll get at least 2 going. Though, I don't know if I have the meat and jerky production to have 2 of them running. We'll see. I'm also realizing I'm kind of a dummy. Well, I mean, I'm not a dummy. I need to be nice to myself. But if I look at how many... 300 meat is only enough for 600 ore. So this needs to be like... both of these together is only enough for 900 ore. So even if we had everything, I'm still never going to get to 1200. So that's actually going to not ever finish. Oh, I just realized that is a problem. Maybe I should have 2 separate caravans. Now that I'm looking at how this situation works. One delivering... Because if it's all jerky, it'll be a 1-to-1 though, which would be easier. The problem is I can't do math on this. I need a formula. You know what I mean? I need like two times the number of jerky plus 1 times the number of meat. Or, well, no, sorry, the other way. 2 times the meat plus 1 times the jerky equals the total amount of nexolite you should expect to walk back with. That's the idea, and I don't think that one is possible without combinators. Heck, I don't even know if it's possible with combinators. Maybe if I sent the signal with a radar into a memory cell, but like that would be a whole mess. That's certainly not worth it. So I do think for this, I might switch to 2 caravans. Just to simplify things, use 2 caravans. And then I can just have the one that delivers meat and jerky just wait until he's empty. And that way I can just kind of make sure we're... Yeah, at least for this one, I think these numbers are going to get hairy. I guess we could have him run this way, because he'll still get backed up once we have enough nexolite plates. This will back up. And then he'll basically just be grabbing whatever's been mined since the last time he made a trip. So maybe that's fine. It still won't waste any trips. Well, no, it will. It will. He'll be taking trips constantly as long as I need nexolite, rather than waiting to fill up the amount that he could be filling up. And there's not an easy way to fix that, I don't think. So yeah, we'll do 2 caravans. All right, we're gonna call this an episode, but as always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll see you all in the next one.